lot of things you need to check on the bike. With this video, you'll be able to locate what different parts of your bike are and the different equipment you need to use while riding. Riding a bike is hard work, so please ensure your safety by watching this video. Pre-inspection can be done using the acronym FINE-C. The F is for the fuel valve. Since this bike is fuel injected, it doesn't have a fuel valve. But on other bikes, there's usually a switch on, off, or reserve. Make sure before riding, the switch is on, and make sure when you're done riding, the switch is on, off. This is the ignition switch. The I is for the ignition switch. Turn it on when you want to start your bike, and off when you want to stop your bike. The N stands for neutral. In order to start your bike, the bike must be in neutral or first gear. Watch as I shift it to neutral. Shift down to make sure you're in first gear, then half a click up for neutral, and then you're good to go. This is the engine cutoff switch. That's what the E stands for. In order to properly start your bike, make sure it is on run. When it's on run, you can turn the ignition on and start the bike. In order to turn it off safely, turn the ignition switch off. This is the choke. That's what the C stands for. Doesn't matter if you haven't started your bike in years or even hours, make sure the choke is on when your bike is cold. Do it by doing that. When the choke is on, you can start your bike more easily. But when your bike is warmed up, turn the choke off and you're ready to ride. And that is it for FINE-C. Make sure you do that before every ride to make sure all the parts work properly and to ensure your safety. To ensure minimal problems with your bike, it is good habit to routinely check your bike for any deficiencies. This will save you tons of money down the road, and it will be money that you'd want to spend making your bike better. Pre-inspection can help save your bike from any problems and any money that you would spend on it later. The MSF has come up with another acronym for pre-inspection. It is called T-CLOCS. T is for tire pressure. Make sure your tire pressure is filled up properly before riding. It is done by taking a tire gauge, unscrewing I guess you can call this the black cap, let's call that. And then you put the pressure gauge on the bike till you hear no noise. Check it, and if it's good, that's it for tire pressure. Next are the controls. You need to check the controls before operating your bike. Make sure your clutch, your front and rear brakes are working, and your throttle. Because if those things don't work while you're riding, you could have serious problems. These are important to check before riding. Next is the lights and accessories. Before riding, make sure your turn signals work, right and left, and your high beams. O is for oil pressure and other fluids. The oil pressure is usually located down here, and make sure that is at the right pressure for ideal riding. If it's off by some sort of number, fix it immediately. But this can be checked 3 to 6 months. It doesn't need to be checked every ride. And also, come here. The brake fluid needs to be checked routinely because this is what's going to save your life on those quick stops and any unsuspected stops when stopping in traffic. C is for chassis and suspension. Make sure chassis and suspension are working properly by having fun on your bike. Make sure it's popping up and down for when you go over bumps or uneven roadways. Finally, the S is for your side stand. Your side stand must work properly for your bike not falling over when you put the side stand on. It is done by doing this. Finally, I know you want to get out riding, but I need to explain the equipment you need to wear. There's tons of different types of equipment that you can choose from, but wearing things like leather jackets, boots, and helmets can help save your life when you crash or if you're in a bad situation and you have to drop the bike. Boots are very important to riding. Wearing boots that rise past your ankles can help you shift the bike properly and stop the bike properly. If you wear sneakers, very bad for shifting, and you can't feel as well the gears when shifting. Long pants are important when riding. They will help you protect your legs from the intense engine heat and from foreign obstructions coming up and hitting your legs. If you wear shorts, expect tons of cuts and bruises from the rocks coming up from the road. researched while riding. Having a pair of sunglasses by your bike is also encouraged, while not necessarily required. Wearing clear lenses during the day can suffice perfectly fine, but sunglasses can help during sunny days. Also, sunglasses that wrap around your head can help prevent wind from going underneath your sunglasses and drying out your eyes. It also protects your eyes from insects and other bugs. Proper jackets can really prevent injury in the situation of a motorcycle accident. Jackets made out of leather or other riding materials can really prevent this. Also, make sure when choosing the right jacket that you keep in mind how you feel in seated position and when hopping off the bike. Also, whether it's hot or cold, make sure you always wear a jacket. Finally, wearing a helmet can save your life. 90% of fatal motorcycle accidents could have been prevented by wearing a helmet. Make sure your helmet is certified by DOT or the Department of Transportation. For those certifications, ensure that your helmet protects your head the most. Also, in states such as New Jersey, motorcycle helmets are mandatory, but in Pennsylvania, you do not need to wear a motorcycle helmet. But make sure while riding, you always and most definitely have a helmet on. This can be the difference between life and death. Now you're ready to embark on your motorcycle adventure. Remember, be safe and always wear proper equipment. Also, make sure you know where all the controls of your motorcycle are before you embark. Now have fun and be safe. Goodbye.